Hey streaming family, today I'm going to show you my desk setup. I wanted to have something simple, minimal and efficient to work with. You tell me what do you think about this. Let's start from here. This is a note that I write things, what do I do next, and what content to create, and it's good to write always. And that's my phone, and that's Logitech mouse M337. It's a Bluetooth mouse. It works really well, it's compact, it's small, and this is Apple numeric wireless keyboard. People who use Mac knows much about this anyway. That's my MacBook Pro 13-inch M1. It's really fast. I use DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut on this, and it just works well. I have two monitors. That's a 27-inch Philips monitor. I use it for Multiview or display extension from computers. And this is my computer monitor Asus. That's not 27, I think it's 24. I didn't even change the names of the inputs yet, but that's alright, I know what it is. Input 1 that's my Mac Mini M1, and camera 2 is my Windows computer, and 3 is my camera. I use Sony a6600 with Sigma 35mm 1.4 lens. And I also have 18-105 f4, but I don't use that much a lot. Input 4 is a spare one. If I want to put a GoPro or any other input or camera, I just use it, but at the moment it's free. That's my sticky notes. If I shouldn't forget for tomorrow or day after tomorrow or upcoming event or whatever that is, I just write it down and stick it there. I don't use much a lot, but it's good to have that. And a pen. I like this pen because it's see, the tip is sharp. I like to write on this pen, so I just keep this. Just a spare SD card here. I have a little pouch that holds all the SD cards, but just leave one here extra. And this is my speaker, Wonderboom Bluetooth speaker. I use every now and then to listen to YouTube videos, or if I want to watch or listen to something, I use that. I don't use it often to edit videos, but it's just there. I have a PreSonus studio monitors, but I don't use them much because I want to keep my desk clean, and I use headphones a lot to edit videos. So I took monitors over. That's Mac Mini with Satechi USB hub. This Mac Mini is a new version, M1 silicon chip. And again, this is the same as my MacBook Pro. It works really good. I don't edit 8K, 16K, whatever, 4K. I don't do that. I mean, even if I shoot in 4K, I just give the clients 1080. So Mac Mini M1 is totally fine for me. And all the YouTube videos I edit in 1080 anyway. So I don't need a powerful machine. This works. This is console HDMI bidirectional switcher. So that is Mac Mini number 2, and channel 1, input 1 is Windows. So if I switch it to 1, it will actually go to Windows. If I switch to 2, it will go to Mac. This is Focusrite 2 input and 2 output. Again, I use this for audio recording with Logic or Studio One. If I use a phantom powered microphone, I use these. And even for live streaming, you can take the file out of the audio mix on site or wherever you're doing live streaming, and then you can put an input over here, and then if you have 2 studio monitors, you can connect those studio monitors at the back, and you have an option to send the signal from your computer and also record your microphone into the computer. Use the headphones to edit videos or to record videos. You can do multiple things, whatever you want to do. This is ATEM Mini Pro. Those who are in live streaming world, you will know this. It's really fantastic. Blackmagic has done really well on this in the right time. You should really appreciate. Well done, Blackmagic. On this price point, having multi-format switcher and a streaming encoder built into a little compact device, it's huge. It's really good. Thank you, Blackmagic, for doing that. It's a 4 input and one HDMI Multiview out and USB recording and webcam out. It works well. I mean, if you want to have another output, you can actually get a streaming bridge and connect it through Ethernet port. It works. I'm gonna make another video about that. It may have a little bit of a lag, but it works, you know. This is a monitor arm. It's only about $50. It can handle from 16 inches to 27 inches. Yeah, and this one is stadium boom microphone arm, friction arm. I use this with my studio microphones, but now I have ordered a converter, what do you call it, or a screw, whatever that is. You can convert this microphone thing into a tripod screw, and you can mount your camera. That's my desk setup. I'll show you at the back. Cable management is not that great. So yeah, as I said, it has got 4 inputs, one Multiview and one USB out power, and Ethernet controller port, whatever you call it. And yeah, so, and this is a clip that I got for $3. I think 3 in a pack. Just you have an option to stick, but without even sticking, it just stays like that. I have a HDMI out going to the monitor, and I have Thunderbolt to HDMI converter that goes into the ATEM Mini Pro, because you can use this display as an extension of this Mac Mini main display through ATEM Mini Pro. That's a beautiful thing. It has a little bit of a lag delay, but it's alright. And my idea is to get DVI to HDMI and plug that straight into my channel 2. So I have got both the computers into my ATEM Mini Pro. So if I'm recording, so if I have to create a content and I want to record Windows computer, I can do that. You know, it makes life easier. The good thing is, as you can see, so this is my main display for Mac Mini. I can do this to Windows too, but I'm just showing you on Mac. This is my Mac Mini, and look, I've got on number 1, because Mac Mini, I use it on ATEM Mini Pro on my second channel, input 2, and it doesn't work. It works, but I think there is a format that it's not acceptable on other inputs, but only on the first input on ATEM Mini Pro. I will make another video regarding that. If you're going to use Mac Mini on ATEM Mini, you have to use the first input. If you use the other inputs, it'll show up, but it'll be blurred and stuff. It's not quite good. It doesn't convert your Mac Mini signal properly. So you have to use first and then use the cameras on the second, third, or fourth port. So now I will go and change this Multiview, that's Multiview to program, and look at that. So that is an extension of my Mac Mini. So I will move my mouse, and you can see there. So my mouse, look at that, comes out there. You see? So that becomes my extension. The reason I've got Windows and Mac computer is because there are some applications, softwares that is developed only with Windows platform. So for example, vMix, you can only use vMix on Windows. So that is the reason. If I have to create any content with vMix or through vMix or stream through vMix, and I have to use a Windows platform, so that is the reason why I have Windows here. And if I have to use Logic for recording, or if I have to do content regarding with the Mac, and I have to use Mac platform, so that's the reason I have got 2 different machines on the same desk. And I'm also wanting to keep the desk really simple and clean, So I'm not using too many monitors, so I'm using one monitor and switching the inputs between these both computers. So when I use Windows computer, I have another Acer keyboard that I use, and I have another Logitech mouse that I use, and depending on what I use, I change these mouse and monitors on that day. And I have headphones. It's an Audio Technica. Again, it's not an expensive version, but it works well for me, so I'm using it. This desk is a gaming desk. It was around about $300 Australian dollars, and I got it from Officeworks. 10 years warranty on this. It has got little lights on the side. I can change the colors. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about the desk, and if you have any questions, if you want to know more, I can put the model numbers in the description below, and please feel free to ask me any questions if you have. Sometimes we may see a lot of videos and reviews and say, hey, I want to have that, I want to have this, you know, this is the best, that's the best. But sometimes even the cheapest and simplest tools will help you make creative, really good stuff. You don't have to have everything to do something. You can create with what you have. You don't have to spend too much money. Don't wait for, you know, oh, I have to get this to do this. Just try with what you have. See you in the next video.